Hey everybody, give me just a second. I'm trying to find something adequate. Happy Monday, everyone. Give me just a second. Um, do. Girl, if I can find a adequate picture. How's everybody doing? Happy Monday. Um, a few of you guys have mentioned in my comments. Can I use this? I don't want to use that. Girl, we'll just use that. That's good enough. Okay, we know what we're talking about. Hey everybody, how's it going? Okay. So, we talked about this. I'm assuming you guys can hear me pretty good because I've got on a headset. Let me just make sure. Oh, 'cause I can't hear me. Can you give me a one? I mean, I guess I'm assuming I sound okay, but let me just check. Let me check into my live. Okay, I guess that sounds good. Okay, everybody. All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Monday, everybody. I just got off live, I guess like about an hour ago on my other channel. And I was anticipating something was going to be going on over at Nesto, because he did have court today, right? So we did see on the docket a few days ago, was that Thursday? Whatever day we talked about. I feel like we talked about it a couple times last week that there was a conflict, and I was not sure what it was, but of course, far be it from me to spread misinformation, which is what I've been accused of from Nesto's lawyers. So I didn't know what it was. I know that there was a conflict posted to the RICO. The conflict was not posted to the new sexual assault case. Well, not the new, but the newly indicted, let me say it like that, sexual assault case. So I don't know. I'm kind of not surprised. It is a little bit disappointing. Um, it's a little disappointing that there was no court today because I would just, it's kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of crazy to know that this guy, which you know what I'm saying, like I don't feel sorry for him. It's just I guess I feel more like sorry for us because girl, we I want to see some action. I want to see some action. I want to see this court case progress. And it's like they put stuff on the docket and nothing happens. It's like one delay after another. And it's more, I'm going to just admit, like, I want to see the case progress. I want to see the case adjudicated. As far as like the time that Nesto has spent in jail, I mean, I'm going to be honest, I really don't care. I'm just interested in seeing this story play out because it's taking a long time and there's so many delays. And I know in court processes it can take a long time and there can be lots of delays, but it's really crazy how even if we just look and see what's happened just this year with Sean Hoover, he keeps throwing fucking monkey wrenches into everything. Like, for instance, let me just give you a reason. So, earlier this year, he's dropping all of these motions, right? What happens with the motion? Instead of spending time arguing motions on a day that you guys were there for damn half a day, he spends time on gag orders, talking about bloggers, and not handling business, right? Then and then they're supposed to come back. That doesn't happen. Then he's allegedly in like another RICO. And then the whole calendar gets thrown off. They set up a date. Then all of a sudden, now he's not in that RICO anymore. Or the day, so when they were supposed to get together last, what, April, because he was going to be in a RICO case for the summer. Well, he got that client life plus 20. That particular court date was spent not doing anything, but basically judge hadn't made any decisions yet, which seems like the judge still hadn't made any decisions because you don't need to have a hearing to hear the decisions. The judge could just put out an order, right? So no decisions made, no new court dates, no traction, nothing. It's like I'm hate it more for us. Nesto will still blame the state. He'll still blame the state. He'll blame the bloggers, whatever. But at the end of the day, it's ridiculous. It's almost like you got to be kidding at this point. Like I wasn't surprised because there was that entry on the docket, but I wasn't sure who it was referring to, and I wasn't sure, I wasn't sure which lawyer had put in the conflict. Yes, I was lagging. I wonder why. Because, I'm on my phone. I don't go live on my phone like this much. But I have it pulled up on my computer because I wanted to hear the sound and I saw it lagging a bit. Audio is cutting out. Oh, let me see. Maybe I should plug in my phone. I don't know if that makes a difference. I'm not a huge phone live streamer. I don't stream from my phone much. Um I don't know if I switch it over to I wonder if that's better. Oh, did someone thank you Be the Light for dropping your milestone. Thank you, Boo. Thanks for all your hard work. Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, it does seem like Nesto really is gonna need to blame his own team because hi Tooth Doctor. Y'all tooth doctors here, our friend that made us hip to the chunklet, okay? If you want to know how we all became junior unofficial dentists, it's because of our friend the tooth doctor made us very aware about Sonya's chunklet number 9, okay? Yes. But yeah, it is. I'm kind of like, I mean, there's people who have been sitting around and waiting. Like for instance, you know how people have been sitting around for 10 years with this Wendy Adelson and having to wait for the boyfriend, the two hitmen, Katie, Charlie, now Donna, and then eventually it will be Wendy. And by then, the boys will probably be grown up at that point, right? This has been going on for a decade, them trying these cases in the murder of Dan Markel, right? You see uh, Valo, it's been years. You see that lady, was it Wendy Sturmer, the one who set her husband on fire? That lady, 2 trials, okay? A mess. So this is not new, lots of delays. But you would think, considering that Nesto's case, I mean, I guess it's got a profile. I don't know. I don't know if you would call this high profile or not. I don't know. I don't know. I would think that you would try to get your ass to court. That's what I would think as far as Sean Hoover is concerned, that he would clear his calendar to get there and handle business for this guy who's been sitting for 3 years. But I guess that's not really a priority. I'm going to ask everyone, take a second, double tap on your screen, double tap, double tap, double tap, double tap. Guys, we had so much fun last night. We breezed through a couple of hot topics. We got caught up. We watched the Pontiac um, child abuse case, mom, Kelly Marie Bryant, Sachet out of jail. We're still trying to figure out how did sis get a $50,000 cash bond? Did she have a surety bond? Did they allow her to do a surety bond? Um, we we did the latest call, the latest jail call put up from phone calls from prison. That was pretty interesting. That was kind of funny. And then phone calls had a video tagged to the end of their video, and I was intrigued immediately. And when we clicked on it, I also then remembered that that was a very entertaining video with a Nesto rant. So if you did not check out last night's video, check it out because he gave a rant like exactly how we love it. Very neurotic, very anxious, very incoherent and giving very much unhinged, and Sonya sitting there taking a break from yapping. So it was giving all the elements of a Nesto video where we actually get to sit and listen to him for a change, right? It was full of gems and timestamps, absolutely. um yeah, virtuous sinner. I knew it was, you guys know I'm on YouTube, so I can't highlight y'all's comments. So I'm not surprised. I'm just gonna say when I saw that conflict, my thing is they put the conflict up on the third. When was the third, y'all? Where's my I had a calendar in front of me. The third was last week, Tuesday. Since Tuesday, they could not just put up a new court date so people could have known to not bother to come downtown. That's all I'm saying. So they put this up on Tuesday. There was no way to just notify the people, like put it, make it clear, make it plain, make it public, and put it on the man's docket that the man was not having court. Because in theory, I mean, we don't know how it gets canceled. It's quite possible he had to get on the meat wagon and travel and start traveling if they only canceled it this morning. It's giving unorganized a little bit, and it's also giving a little bit of just last minuteness, but it was posted almost a week in advance. And, in the defense of the indefensible, which is tight suit wearing attorney of Ernest Williams, it's just giving, at least he did give adequate notice, I guess. It was right at about a week, but the docket was not updated. So I'm wondering if that's on some case management from the judge. I'm not really sure who passes down that responsibility at a certain point to handle updating the docket. That would be the court, the clerk, and all of the things. So it's like if they notified the court that the defendant's attorney was not going to be available on that day, that they wouldn't have handled that business accordingly. That way, the powers that be and people that want to support and people that want to witness the foolishness can handle their calendars accordingly. It's just ridiculous. I don't know. See what you guys say. He's been on vacation all year. All right, let me see what y'all's comments are. Okay, I see you now. He's been on vacation all year. That's how a lot of courts operate. Well, yeah. And you know what? In all honesty, the conflict was there. So we knew something was up. We just didn't know exactly what was up. So we had a heads up that something was happening. We just didn't know what was happening. Um, when I read Soul Power, the icon comment and with the chat that Nessie was mad. Really? Wait, Soul Power. Where do I see Soul Power? That's how law courts work. I must have missed something. She's going to. But yeah, a couple of you messaged me who were at Fulton County. One person said it was up on some sort of case board, like there's maybe some sort of a board outside of the courtroom that said it was canceled. Let me see. What did she say? So I told you that there were a couple of people specifically who I knew would be there, and then I got some messages basically alerting me that things were canceled. And I now know that I guess Pam was out there, Wisdom's daughter. I'm not sure who else. Maybe I heard that Native was out there. I'm not sure, so I don't want to start quoting who was there, who wasn't there. I can tell you 100% who wasn't there, and that was me. But a couple of the people who were going to be sitting in the gallery, some bougie gang, basically messaged me to tell me, let me know that court was canceled, and that Sean was either in another court. He's not available for this court today, and that was that. Um, Let me see what else you guys are saying. I'm going in and out. I wonder why. Let me see.